These are the games in the month of December in the National Football League where one of these teams really put their foot down and really started to make a push to give themselves the best opportunity to make the playoffs. And right now, the Raiders are coming off of 2 huge wins over the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks, both in overtime in thrilling fashion. Now, rewind the clock back 2 weeks ago. This was an organization ready to move on from Josh McDaniels as a fan base. We were talking about moving on from Derek Carr and talking about Bryce Young and CJ Stroud and landing one of those top picks in the draft, maybe going out and getting a defensive tackle. However, the Raiders locker room said, no. Like, we're here to fight. They go off and rattle off 2 big-time wins, and now they're in the topic of conversation. If they can go out here and compete and beat the LA Chargers, they're right back into this. And the season's not done. I mean, don't look away now, but the Raiders are not dead. And you're talking about a LA Chargers team who the coaching staff has underwhelmed with the amount of talent that's been on that team. The offense is struggling. It's a lot of checkdowns, a lot of inefficiency. The defense cannot stop the run, and they're going into a matchup with the best running back in the National Football League in Josh Jacobs, who's coming off of a 303 all-purpose yards against the Seattle Seahawks, where he does his best reenactment of the Bo Jackson run. I mean, a walk-off touchdown, 86-yard scamper into the end zone to seal it, to call it, and now you're going into a matchup where you just feel like the pendulum has swung in the Raiders' favor. I mean, this one's huge. This is a big-time game. If the Raiders can continue to build off of what they've been doing, stopping the run effectively, being tough and sticky in coverage, DC connecting with Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs running the football consistently, and the Raiders might get Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller back just in time for this little run. And let's just say that the Raiders pull this one out and they beat the Chargers in a must-win game for their season if they want to rally and give themselves a shot. You start looking at the LA Rams, who put Stafford, potentially Cooper Kupp, and Aaron Donald on IR, and you're going into a short game week on Thursday Night Football against that team. Very winnable game. You look forward to the New England Patriots, a little revenge game of Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick, primetime at the Raiders. And don't forget, the Raiders have 4 home games to finish out the last 6 games. That's huge. If the Raiders could win out last year and give themselves an opportunity to make the playoffs, this team has more talent. And if they can come together and rally now's the time to do it. Raider Nation, this one's big. This one's big and this one's exciting, and it starts this Sunday. If the Raiders get a big win here, and they have to get a win here, we're not done yet. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, like this video, and stay up to date with the latest and greatest Raiders content. I'm Raider Ray, and I'll see you guys next time.